recording. So what I wanted to show here was how the meeting agenda outline looks and what it all means. And here we have the lesson agenda, and there's you can click through and it'll take you to our empathy training site and to under the toolkit lesson agenda here, and it's a template for creating creating a lesson. So all you got to do is go in and copy the lesson, and you just put it into the meeting, the doc that, and this is our, document here, the Google Doc. So I copied in there, I just kind of fill it in, and it's a template, so you can, each of these each of these that are in blue are linked. So this links to the lesson agenda. The headings is links to a Google Slides, which has just various headings. So if we need to, headings, and you can go in, kind of open the headings. And these are all different headings that we can use if we want to create different segments of the meeting. Like before we were saying, okay, now we're in intention setting, we can actually go in and show that, and we can go into, now we're doing mirrored feelings, now we're doing on arrival questions, that one. And it can be all, we can just put in whatever it is. So it's a way if we want to visually on the screen go in and have a sort of a section to heading, we can go into that. So that's more like an administrative. And today, Celia is going to be timekeeper, but if anybody wants to be timekeeper, here's a link to a stopwatch you can always use when we're doing meetings. This is the stopwatch that I use when I'm doing the timekeeping. You can kind of set it. So those are some administrative. Then we have the meeting prep, read chapter 11. That's our topic for this week. I added the roles, so we can start having roles. And so facilitation, I'm doing a facilitation. Timekeeping, Celia volunteered for that. And note takers, we haven't been systematic about note taking, but there's a heading there for doing note taking. And in some of the other groups, there's people who are really into it. Then we've got the on arrival question, and all of those link back to the website. So even the recording, as a segment has a link back, explains what the recording's all about. Our intention setting, setting our intention. We're going to try a new activity for the intention setting that we got yesterday from Lou. 1 minute. Oh, there you are. Okay, we're just doing a little demonstration here. And then there's the mirrored feelings, that's an activity, and that links. Yep, Celia?
I still had a question about, wait, can you go back?
Okay.
To the recording. So, but that is from your side, right? From when you do it, or could we click that any time?
Oh, yeah, actually anyone can record. You can ask for permissions to record, and anybody can record. So you can record if you would like to. In fact, let me see if there's a hide video. Yeah, or if you go in and just click on record, it'll ask me for permissions. But I think there's a way for me to give everyone permissions for recording from, sort of globally too. So everyone can record, and it saves a copy to your computer. And then when you close Zoom, it converts it to an MP4 file.
Right, but how would you then give it to others, or?
I upload it to YouTube, and then everyone can see it.
Yeah, but we have to give it to you then, or?
Oh, yeah.
About when I am a facilitator, I have to be able to record. How does that work? So
yeah, you could record, and then you could upload it. If you wanted to give it to me, you could upload it to like a Google Drive, and then I could upload it.
Okay.
It's just a drag and drop, so it's pretty
Okay.
straight.
Okay.
Or we can figure out something else. Maybe you can just upload it to your own page, and we just have the link. I mean, to your own Google. I mean, your own YouTube or wherever. It doesn't have to be on my account as long as we have a copy out there. And then I also uploaded some of them. I don't upload. Yeah, I upload everything to YouTube, and some I upload to Facebook. And there's actually a description here. If you click through to recording, there's like an explanation of why we record, the issues. Some people were concerned about it, and so I kind of get feedback and kind of a whole discussion, concerns about recording and stuff like that. So everything becomes sort of every point becomes a unique document of its own. And it makes it real easy to create the outline for a meeting. And then we've got, the mirroring feelings, which everyone knows, the on-arrival question. And then there's an overall page for on-arrival questions, and every question has its own page too. So I kind of bring all the different comments together on that on-arrival question. I don't know if all that, any questions, does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
And then there's the empathy circle, information, and then each chapter has its own page too. So each chapter has, information. Each chapter has a slideshow that's sort of an introduction to that chapter. Mirroring feelings, intentions. There's a closing, mirroring feelings, closing intention, then end recording. And then there's another little heading I have here is post-meeting harvesting. So I go through and I take the different aspects of what people said, and I, like your comments that you have about your fear, I put that in everybody's separate page, and then I click, that's done, and I click it to the copy, I upload it to the video. So I got sort of a post-meeting processing that I do. So I've even laid out the steps for how you sort of process the material, sort of to harvest it, basically. And yeah, so I'll stop that. And any feedback on that? I think it's quite brilliant. I don't know how everybody else thinks about it.
There, I was late. Yeah, great.
Well, it's a whole tool set for quickly creating a lesson. You have all the different components, and so you can mix and match. You could go, after our 16 weeks, a group could go and just sort of design their own lessons and, grab different pieces and kind of lay out a lesson quickly. Is kind of the idea there.
Yeah. Okay. My image is frozen, but I'm still there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna